me get the right intro. Sorry about that. That was on purpose.
Welcome to Never Done Projects.
Where we are just a silly little YouTube channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and consider joining the member on the wall and out by the road for only $4.99 a month. All right, everybody. Hey! Listen, Ryan at VR6 Prodigy was having a whole conversation with himself. If you want to read it, you can scroll up and read it, because I was definitely reading it. Alexis come in and immediately went to first place. But Cootie said she finished up her shorts today and I'm almost done with her hoodie. One more stage of highlight and clean up and I'll be done. They said, thought you were making something for us. What you mean, you talking about me? I'm confused now. I apologize for that. Ryan said, I'm not very artistic. I'm lucky a ruler is straight. That's where I'm at. Alexis said 4, hi, and 1. Hello, Alexis. Carlo said, woo! Hey, everybody, today's live is sponsored in part by Dude Wipes. Menthol. Feel the tingle infused with menthol. X Extreme. So, wish me luck. Ryan said, hey, Carlo. Cootie said, I'm very artistic, Ryan. My favorite is traditional realism, but I do dabble in my own kind of style, which is what I'm sending in the form of font style. That is pretty awesome. Madison's artistic. I am not. I can't even visualize the stuff that Dad wants to do around here. I have to wait till we're almost done. And then I say, oh, I see it now. Ryan said, hey, Alexis. Carlo said, sup, R3. And Ryan, hello, Carlo. And Papa Renzo. Ryan said, open it. Give your hole a buzz, dude. That's gonna tingle. Boy, if you got sinus problems, sniff that. It's just a race, and you look great with your sunshades. Happy Tuesday, and how is everyone in the live stream doing? Hello, Just a Ray. Thank you. I found these on top of the liner machine. Oddly enough, they are a pair of Oakleys. I imagine they were Justin's. But you snooze, you lose. But today is a good Tuesday. Be better if it was Thursday, but I'm not going to wish my life away. But hope you're doing just as well today. Ryan said, just hold it. Hornby said, this heat is crazy. I agree. I was talking to my brakeman this morning. And he said that he went home last night, was about to hop in the shower and just started vomiting. He said he had that bad of heat exhaustion yesterday. I said, buddy, I went home and take my coochie hurts medicine, Midol, very weak muscle relaxer, ibuprofen, and have some horse liniment rubbed on me. I took about a 3-hour nap and come down here, and I'm lucky I'm walking today. And so he is not doing too great. Ryan said, open them while holding them and then go use one. Man, I don't think you want me to use one right now. Cootie said, no, my boyfriend was nagging because he thought I bought the canvases for our gaming room, but was misunderstood when I was explaining that the canvases are for the stream I watch nightly. Said I was lame. Oh, that ain't very nice of him. I think that's pretty damn awesome. That is just awesome in my book. My book's a thin book. I don't like a lot of chapters, but that's pretty damn awesome to me. It really does mean a lot to us. Ryan said, just go off camera and give it a wipe. I dare you. Well, you see, the thing is, I ain't 5 no more. You can double dog dare me. And I still ain't doing it. John said, you are early, albeit 3 minutes. Yes, sir, I was. I was 3 minutes early. I figured if we had Ryan and Cootie in here talking, the least I can do is join them in the live. WWE said, if you're not over 6 foot tall, I wouldn't date you. Well, you see, the last time I took advice from a pedophile, oh wait, I didn't. Hornby said, LAPD always wear blue uniform. Yeah, well, where I was, we wore navy blue, and that's the only color uniform we were allowed to wear. Jay said, hey, R3, Ryan, Pops, Cootie, R3. Hello, Jane. How you doing? Ryan said, hey, Jane. It's just Ray said, hello, and hi, Jane. Jane said, hi, hey, Cootie. Ryan said, don't be scared, R4. Whew, there ain't no R4. Thank God I'll be corrected, R3. I'm scared to do it on live. Because the way the man told me about these things, described them, I might come out like a bat out of hell, and the last thing I need is somebody to see what I have on under my pants. Let's see here. Jane said, hi, DeRay. How's your day? Lillian Four said, hey, y'all. Hope everyone's moving through the world at 100 miles an hour. I hope so, Lillian Four. I hope everybody's having about as wonderful of a day as they can. Jane said, hey, Lillian Four, and hi, Hornby. Hyping over Steve said, safe like repair, safe like replace. I like safe like. Chout said, what's little man? How's your day going? Oh, you know. It's going. It's winding down to an end. Ready to start the day tomorrow. The quicker I get the days done, the quicker I get to my weekend. But my day's going pretty all right. Dang, it's a little bit brighter in here now. But I hope your day's going good. Damn, I look stupid without my glasses on. So I wear my sunglasses. Cootie said, hello, Jane. Ryan said, look, R3, just a single swipe and twirl. I had to handle it alone at 4 a.m. Oh, I'll probably handle it alone because I'll probably go to the bathroom before the end of the stream. Oh, man, that's cool, Cootie. Sent an island for 7. That's pretty damn cool. Thank you. Hornby said, why do SWAT go behind the police officer when entering the building? I thought SWAT was going in front. But SWAT's police officers too. Lillian Four said, hey, Jane. Squiggly line said, you fool! Don't you know that the kingdom of Saudi Arabia is the land of the glory and pride? Ask Donald. He'll tell you, yes, yes. Let's see here, Cootie sent that island for 700 jewels. Boston Bill said, hey guys, say hi to Pops. I will. He's right outside on the boat right now. Cootie said, oh yeah. Robert said, Randy, Robert first game was 105, 104 in bowling today. That's awesome, Robert. I'm proud of you, buddy. Lillian Four said, spit some wisdom at us, R3. What's something you will never do twice? I don't know. Tell you something. What I won't do again is change the man that I am to fit in with a group of people. Whether it be my wife's family, my family, the internet. I'm not changing who I am to try to fit in. I am going to be myself, whether people like it or not. Boston Bill said, hi, chat. Hope you're all doing great. Much love and respect. Appreciate it, Boston Bill. We're doing great here. Much love to you. Hope you're doing well as well. Jane said, hi, Bill. Cootie said, I am very intoxicated. Well, you are very much in first place now, so you can rest easy. Ryan said, just step away from the camera. Let us hear you scream. I can post a link to a video. You can hear me scream. Cootie said, Chip, I didn't show you the completed canvas. Is it what you showed Dad? I think Dad showed me something you were making. Hornby said, why do SWAT shout and does anyone in the building show yourself? Because legally, you have to announce your presence on stuff like that. You have to announce, this is Officer Hutchins, High Point Police Department. Anybody in the building, make yourself aware. Or we will release a canine. You got to give like X amount of warnings. And you have to give somebody a opportunity to surrender themselves. Cootie said, would you like to see? Oh, absolutely, Cootie. Absolutely. Jane said, LOL, that song means so much more with your shades on. Oh, absolutely. I can mean mug the shit out of them now. Dab said Trump gave us Venezuela, yet people still hate him. Make it make sense. We don't talk religion, politics, controversial subjects, and we're not saying crazy shit. Cootie said, never go ask the mouth. That sounds shitty. Boston said, hi, Jane. Cootie said, that's the wisdom I share. Well, I'm gonna take that wisdom. I'm gonna believe that. Carlos said, hello, Jane. Boston said, I seen SWAT today at 6 a.m. doing a raid. Woo! 6 o'clock in the morning doing a raid. Goodness gracious. Lillian Ford said, loving that wisdom. Thanks a bazillion for being you. Not a problem. I'll tell you, I've tried to change how I talk, how I act, how I walk, what I drive, like stuff like that to try to fit in better. All I learned is if you try to run with the Johnsons or you try to run with the Smiths, whatever you want to call them, you try to run with somebody and it's not something you want to do, you're just trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's what it is, you're not going to be happy. I learned growing up that we did the best that we could at our house, but if I tried to compete or run with an old friend, I wasn't running with his money, I was running with his parents' money. And his dad was an optometrist, and his mom was on the city council, so needless to say, yeah, my warehouse worker salary was not the same as his allowance. Cootie said, don't get mad at me for the text. Got it from Bill and Ted. Hey, that's all good. You gonna struggle to see me mad at you. Nicholas said, hello, or hey, brother. Hello, Nicholas. Hardy said, are you a drone maker? Nope. I'm a freight conductor and freight engineer. Bahagdan said, I feel bad for you. You looking poor, pal. My best wishes for you. Love from India. Well, hey, love from America. I'm pretty poor. Send me money. Nicholas said, nice glasses. Thank you, Nicholas. John said, there is no law anymore. Depending on where you at, depends on how much law you got to follow. Tyler Minishot said, hi. Hello, Tyler. Cootie said, Bachwan, they better not be poor. I send them enough money. Enough of my gosh darn money. You know, that is a very, very good point, Cootie. I can't say thank you enough for it. Jane said, hi, Carlo and Papa Renzo. Tyler said, hi. Hello. Jane said, hi, Nicholas. Tyler said, hi 2 more times. Hi. Boston said, I always be myself. If they don't like it, oh well. That's what I've learned, Boston. I've learned that if you change who you are to try to fit in with somebody, they're just going to want you to keep changing. And you're not going to be happy because you are not yourself. Carlos said, LOL, drone maker. No, he's the moaner. He's a moaner. Nah, I'm a hormoner. Nicholas said, hi, Jane. How are you? Jane said, hi, John. I grew up very, very poor. And said, I'm doing better today. Face doesn't hurt so much, LOL. Based off the picture I've seen, yeah, my face would hurt too. Well, I think we grew up pretty alright. The economy back in 07, 08 really put a damper on things, but I will stand by, I will say this till the day that I take my last breath. I think my parents did the best they could for us. Lillian Ford said a high five for 100 joules. Thank you, Lillian Ford. Hellisher said, you may not have been told this by anyone yet, but you are a wonderful, intelligent, and beautiful person. I hope rest of your day goes amazingly. Well, I appreciate that, Hellisher. I very much appreciate that. Cootie said, darn tootin'. I'm basically the chat sugar mama at this point. Yeah. Yep. I need to change your sign from Cootie Queen to Sugar Mama. Who's your mama? Sugar Mama. Did we lose the stream? Please tell me we did not lose the stream. Okay, we did not lose the stream. Okay, it's just the stupid computer. Let's see here. Boston Bill said, damn Skippy. Jane said, chat sugar mother? You're a sugar mama? And then Cootie gave $19.99 and said, yes, Jane. Again, Cootie, I very much appreciate it. Careful. I don't know when you get paid. I don't want you to put yourself in a bind, but I very much appreciate it. I do want to tell y'all, we're going to take the glasses off for a second, that we would like to do more with the channel, do more with stuff. The donations that's come in, the money that's come in from the members on the wall and out by the road, none of that money's been touched whatsoever. But once we get an idea of something we want to do, we're moving towards something like a skid steer. But we have conversed about going like the IAA.com and insurance auto auction, and potentially using the money that's come in from YouTube, from the generous donations and all, to do something like buying a vehicle and using it for like a swap to help generate more money, or buying a vehicle to resell or part out. Before we will touch the money, we would like to talk to people, and especially people like Cootie and the members. I mean, I would like to talk to the people who have donated and that are members, and have a conversation with them and ask, do y'all think it's okay? And if y'all say, yeah, I say do whatever you want with it, it's a donation, we're not telling you how to do it, then we're going to do something. But if I say, hey, we'd like to buy a new door, and people's like, I don't want to see a new door, I'd rather see a burnout, then we'll figure out the door by ourselves. Mary said, hello from Hot Springs, Arkansas. It is very hot here today. No fishing until the weekend. Well, the weekend can't get here quick enough, Mary. But it's in the name, Hot Springs, Arkansas. North side. I hope that's your dad walking down there. Leo Lee said, sometimes I don't get it right. That's the story of my life. Jane said, hi, I'm Mary. Lillifor said, I ate some weird shit as a kid, but I never went hungry. The world was different in the 70s. Ask Pops. I will ask him. Cootie said, aw, shit, the glass is coming on. Must be serious. Why so serious? Look, we're going to be so serious, we're going to put on 2 pairs. Alexa said, hi, 16 and 15. Cootie said, or, hear me out, coming over to Rhode Island. Oh, I would do that. In a heartbeat, I would come up there. Especially now that the Hitman has landed, I can do a search and find a Lowe's near me and just show up. And don't think I won't. Jane said, hey, there's Alexis. She was like the third or fourth person in. Mike said, howdy, everyone. Hello, Mike. Mike said, cool hand, Luke. Jane said, hey, Mike. Mike said, hi, Jane. Carlos said, sup, Mike. Cootie said, I had loaded hamburger for lunch. Ah, shit. 2 pairs? Yep. You know what I had for lunch? I had a instant meal. Team Richard said, hi, Randy. Hello, Richard. Yep, here's what I had for lunch. Yakasiba chicken flavor. Also, I went to Walmart today. And if y'all did not know, when I got hit with that stupid tree, I told Daddy they cut my pants, my underwear, my shirt off of me. I don't know if they cut my socks off or not, but I wasn't worried about those. But I went to Walmart and I bought my Walmart shoes. They were $17. And I was pretty upset. Oh man, I might have bought the wrong size. Shite. But I was pretty upset that they were going to try to cut off my $17 pair of tennis shoes. So I went back to Walmart today and they had them on sale for $10. So I bought 2 pairs. One for me, one for Dad. But now I'm a little concerned because I just saw mine are 10 and a half or 11s and I bought 10 and a half. Let's see, hold on, I gotta check. Team Richard said, hi, Randy. Hello, Team Richard. Mr. Nighty said, hello, big, strong Baftar. You have finally come back in the show. But you have got rid of Main Man Stone Coldie. I have not gotten rid of him. I just do the live from 7 to 8. It ain't a little tight, but they be alright. So if I don't like it, I'll go back tomorrow. I'll buy a size 11. They're only $10. But how you doing, Mr. 90? Cootie said, Lowe's near you, I'll poop my pants. Just know that I've never been to Rhode Island. I've never been north of, I can't even tell you. Right, whatever's beside Pennsylvania, Rehoboth Beach. Never been north of that. Now I have a reason just to show up. Let's see here. Jane said, you look like a Martian with 4 eyes. Mike said, hi, Richard. Mike said, you should have one on the front and one on the back. That way you can be cool coming and going. Oh, shit. Say less. Team Richard said, hi, Lone. Cootie said, I'll hide in back. Don't test me. You walk in with enough authority and act like you know enough, they'll let you do about anything. The only thing is I'll be talking like a southern hillbilly, and up there y'all might look at me weird. Baron said, hello from Ohio. Hello, Baron. Cootie said they probably cut your socks. Anything that hinders their operations, they'll remove. Oh, I'm 99% sure they cut my socks off. I said, careful, that's gay. Jane said, hi, Baron. Carlo said, bullshitism. Mike said, correct, Carlo. Absolutely, bullshitism. Mr. 90 said, I am happy to see your face, big, strong Bathar. I have been asking about you. I saw that, Mr. 90. I told you I was going to be here Saturday night. Told you Friday night I was going to be here Saturday night. And I'm glad you didn't show up because I lied to you. I wasn't here. I do apologize for that, even though we missed each other. I still feel bad for that. Jane said, hi, Mr. 90. John said, I buy shoes from resale shops for $4 to $6 like you. You can't argue with stuff like that, all right? Now, look, like I told y'all, I spent $17 on the pair that I have on, and I spent $10 on each pair that I just bought. These insoles are for my plantar fasciitis. They're valve sole, and you see all that hard plastic really makes a difference for me walking, and especially since I got hurt. All right, I wear these in my boots. I wear these in my tennis shoes. I wear them everywhere. They cost $30. So I can buy 3 pairs of shoes for 1 pair of insoles. Cootie said, east of you, my boyfriend is from Pennsylvania. I've been to a lot of New England states. Well, everyone already knows I'm not from Rhode Island. My dialect is too formal. I remember you said you're not from there. Alexa said, hi. Team Richard said, Randy, row. Ha, I still think that's cool. De Palute said that they are gay. Listen, I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but hey, whatever, buddy. I'm proud of you for being so brave as to come to some random person's YouTube live stream and come out of the closet as gay. Everybody, let's come together and appreciate the fact that TT joined 6 years ago and has 6 subscribers, never been in this channel a single time in his life, but would like to come out of the closet as gay. Jane said, Cootie, where are you from? And said, hi, Richard. Cootie said, TT, yes. Yes, I am. Ha! Gay! Carlos said, yup, gay. Oh, absolutely. My wife is going to be so mad. Anthony Davies said, hi from the UK. How's your day been going? It's 12:17 a.m. and it's been 28 degrees Celsius today. And it's still 19 degrees and still roasting. My day has been good today, Anthony. Hope yours has been a good day. If you're roasting, I do hate to hear that. It is approximately 81 degrees Fahrenheit here. So 28 degrees Celsius should be somewhere close to what we are. Now, Anthony, if you're still in here, let me ask you, do y'all not have air conditioning everywhere? I keep seeing stuff on TikTok where everybody's coming here for the FIFA World Cup and is blown away by the air conditioning. Cootie said, and Jane, I'm from Oklahoma, but raised in Missouri. Cool. Mr. 90 said, I have been eating a lot of desserts. I have put on 3 kilos of fat on. You wait the wrong time, Mr. 90. It's hot weather now. You got to wait till wintertime to put that weight on. Jane said, hi, Anthony. Richard said, Jane, with a wave. Ryan said, Oakland, hell no. Oakland, hell no. Mike said, Cootie, where were you raised in Missouri? South Valley Veto said, what? What? Ryan said, hey, Mike. Jane said, Cootie, I'm in Ohio, and so you aren't a New England asshole. LOL, you're actually nice. She's apparently shy. I mean, just the rumor of me showing up at her place of employment, she's probably getting a little scared of me. Let's see here. South Valley Veto said, I'm in New Mexico at 101. Goodness gracious. How's the humidity out there? I don't mind 100 degrees, but I'll take a dry heat, just like a dry cold. Mike said, evening, Ryan. Cootie said, I use y'all too much, too. Makes people stop in their tracks. God be known, I come across another southerner, my accent will come out so hard. South Valley Beto said 104, my bad. Goodness gracious, that's hotter than me. And they said it's a dry heat. I see they just sent that. I'll tell you, I'll take that 104. You want my 81, it's about 90% humidity. Mr. 90 said, yes, Anthony Bastar is right. It was 31 degrees Celsius in Birmingham, England. Wow. That's pretty damn warm for y'all. Cootie said, Jane, people here are so much nicer than the Californians. But yes, I am very nice, have a very good social skills and manners. I'm glad you're nice, because I've been told I'm not. Carlos said, sup, Richard? Cootie said, I was raised in the fluorescent area. Cool. Ernest said, if you donate a kidney, people love you. If you donate 5, they call the police. Isn't that weird? I mean, I donate one kidney. Everybody thinks that I'm some kind of great person, but I show up with 5, people get upset. Like, I mean, don't worry about where I got them from. And then I'll reiterate that South said it is a dry heat. Well, again, 104 is miserable. I don't care if it's dry or hot, it's still miserable. James laughing at Ernest. Cootie said, in Oklahoma or Rhode Island, the humidity in Oklahoma can be crazy, but here it's something different in a bad way. I can only imagine. Ernest said, hi, Jane. Jane said, I tried to donate blood. They said, whose blood is that? Where did it come from? Why is it in a bucket? Yeah, no kidding. Gus said, where did you get them from? Now, listen, Gus, if they need kidneys or blood, don't ask me where it come from, okay? Then I have to lie to you, and then I have 6 kidneys or 7. Mike said St. Louis Metro. Mike knows a lot. He is a man of culture. Cootie said, I think it's only so much worse because of how close we are near the ocean. My mother had scolded me about not going to the beach. Well, that definitely makes a difference, being how close you are to the ocean. Yeah, that definitely makes a difference. And I imagine the weather changes quicker than my moods. Carlos said, Gus Buster. Landy said, greetings from Germany. Greetings from America, North Carolina. Jane said, I love the ocean. I like the ocean, but I like the lake better. Mike said, not a man of culture, just been around a long freaking time. Huzzah! A man of quality. Let's see, Nicholas said, it's funny you're drawing next to flag. I like that. The one that's on top, with me looking fat in a red shirt, was drawn by Ghosty Plays, Olivia. And the one below it, with me in the wheelchair with the big head, was sent to me by Hugh at Grand Pitovic. But thank you, Nicholas. I very much like our drawings. Cootie said, well, not only that, we are near the Black River, but I've been researching how old our area is, and boy, it has so much history, could watch videos about it for hours. Now you really got me interested, Cootie. Believe it or not, I am a nerd. I very much like history. I like learning about stuff. And I try not to be the dumbest person in the room. So I don't go in a room with people very often. I mean, I don't know that much about around here. I just know there's some not so great history about this city. Oh no! I'm down to my last Mountain Dew. Bob Saget. Good news is I have another 12 pack in the back of the truck. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. I gotta check how far away somebody is from me. See how quickly I could get there. Alexis said, "Hi, hello, Alexis." Alexis, I have a skit that I would like to make, and it involves our friend named Alexis. Let's see here. Anthony said, "No air conditioners is not standard in the UK. They are expensive add-on and can only add air conditioning if on the property." Really? That is insane. Let's see. We're going to start from here. Let's see. That is insane, Anthony. I'll tell you, like, we got this air conditioner here. I love it. It's amazing. I can't wait to get a mini split. Let's see here. 12 hours and 45 minutes if I go one way. 12 hours 49 and 12 hours 58 if I go the other two ways. I've made longer drives than that. Let's see. Ernest said, "Today was like the worst day of my life. My wife was hit by a school bus and I lost my job as a bus driver." Holy shit, Cootie! Lay off the tequila. Holy shit, Cootie gave $99.99 and said, "Just because I can." Again, thank you. Now I might have to tell Dad about that. Cootie said, "It has so much history about the colonists and the Native Americans that are just miles away from us. Hell, even our houses where we live in right now used to be the house the railroad workers back in the day." Cool. Freakazilla said, "Can you show us your wheelchair?" Yeah, give me a second. Cootie said, "You can't tell me what to do." No, I can't. I just feel bad. Jane said, "Wow, Cootie, I agree." Hold on, let's. Hey, this crazy woman named Cootie just gave $100.
Oh, hell.
And she's already given 20. She's a little intoxicated. What? I told her. She said, "You can't tell me what to do." I just looked it up. One of our friends is 12 hours and 45 minutes away. I said, "Don't tempt me. I've drove further than that."
Sit here and talk. Come grab this.
I'm on live. And I'm letting all my cool air out.
Yeah, somebody got in trouble for that.
Well, yeah, they don't pay the electric bill. Let's see.
Anything where I got my hand sharp.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, good. Bad shoulder. Bad shoulder. All right, let it go. Hey, there's my hardener for my... Ha! Well, what's it called? My fiber light. Carlos, I think someone's been drinking too much. I think somebody might have, but...
Y'all don't let her show y'all up now.
Look, he painted something. Alexa said hi. Cootie said RC. Usually. Anthony said it's 28 degrees Celsius, hot or cold for you. I'll have to convert that over to Fahrenheit, but I think that's
good.
Sam said, "Hey, hello, Sam." Cootie said, "Yeah, don't show me up, coward." I'll have to look it up real quick, Anthony.
Carlo will tell you.
Carlo, what's 28 degrees Celsius, buddy? Beware of the dog. Oh, somebody wanted to see my wheelchair. I imagine they're being a smart butt, but we'll show them the wheelchair. Ernest said the guy told me his work with animals. She said, oh, never mind. Deleted. Retracted. Let me rephrase that. There's my wheelchair. One of them. One of the three. Carlos said about 80 degrees Fahrenheit or so. Okay. So that's about what it is here.
70-something, but yes, that feels good.
Yeah, that's nice weather. It can definitely be hot. Sam said, I'm fixing supper now. Cool. John's at 82.4 Fahrenheit. That's, like I said, that's pretty close to what it is right now. I want y'all to know. You see those 3 cans, the gas cans right there? We were siphoning the gas out of the boat because it's old and it's decrepit. All right? And we're filling up the first one, and Daddy goes, hey, we might need to get that yellow one. And about the time he does that, that thing starts to leak gas all over me. And he's laughing, and guess what? We didn't record it. Alexis said, hi, hello, Alexis. If we can keep internet, does anybody want to see the paint booth? I didn't work on it today, don't worry. I did not work on the paint booth today.
Okay.
Anybody want to see the paint booth? Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Let's see here. Cootie said, won't have much spending money, but I don't really use much. I give majority of my money to my boyfriend for his bills and stuff. Well, Cootie, don't put yourself in a bad position for us, please. Landy said, in Germany we have 36 degrees, but we don't have experience with AC. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, Kane. You big goofy bastard. I tell y'all, if you don't have air conditioning, I love it. You's a good boy. You like playing in the dirt a lot. You a dirty boy. Mr. Cootie said, so y'all don't worry. Okay, Cootie, I won't worry if you tell me not to. Alexa said yes. Anthony said, so it's 82 Fahrenheit, hot for you. Not really. If I can get away from the humidity, 82 is pretty comfortable. I'm not going to keep the Wi-Fi. I'm down to 1 bar. Cootie said, pet that dog. Come here. Hey, buddy. Jane said, 82 is perfect if humidity is not also 82. I agree. Ernest said, this man told his date, I work with animals. She said, that's sweet. I like a man who loves animals. What do? He said, I'm a butcher. He was a good boy. Carlos, I think you're draining your boyfriend's bank account, Cootie. You don't. Oh, come on, Carlo. Don't be a dick, dude. Cootie said, yeah, quality content right here. Yep, just petting the dog. Cootie said, Carlo, I have a full-time job. Yeah, Carlo, come on, man. Do not be like that. Now we got to do the downward dog. I'm going to get you. Is this the content you thought y'all were going to get tonight? Do you have anything you would like to say? Jane said, is that rawhide? Nope. That is a tree root. All these roots and stumps that Dad's taking up. He goes out and steals the roots. Carlo said, hey, she called me a coward. Yeah, she's just making a joke, Carlo. I mean, Anthony says, so what is hot weather for you? Anthony, honestly, upper 80 Fahrenheit, lower 90s, and into the 100s is hot. But like Jane said, the humidity makes a big difference. If it's 80, 90 degrees outside with little to no humidity, it's not bad. In my opinion, okay? My opinion, it's not bad. Problem being is whenever you get 80, 90 degrees Fahrenheit and 80, 90% humidity, it's like you're breathing through a wet, hot washcloth. That's just my opinion. Some people say 80 degrees is hot. I say 80 is pretty comfortable with the low humidity. Cootie said, half of my paycheck goes to my man and half goes to whatever the heck I want to spend. Not my fault. You never donated that 100 when you said you were going to. Carlos donated plenty of times. I don't know what's going on with him today, but Like I said, let's not do that, okay? John said Monday plus 4 days in the low 90s near Chicago.
I think she's talking about Carlo.
Yeah, because Carlos
Kinda called
said,
her out the other day.
yeah, no, he just said he thinks that she's draining her boyfriend's bank account because she don't pay nothing.
No, we're not doing that, Carlo.
I've already told him we ain't doing that, buddy. John, what was it last week? Basically, all last week and this weekend was in the 90s,
Yeah.
mid 90s.
Yeah.
Which I mean, Chicago shit. I mean, you're up north of us, but you're pretty much the same east and west of us. So, what we're getting, you're getting, and whenever y'all have the storm like Ohio, we pretty much get it a day or two later. And like I said, if you weren't in here, my brakeman was talking to me this morning before we started working. Yesterday was pretty miserable hot. He said he was so hot, he got home from work, went to go get a shower and started vomiting everywhere because of like heat exhaustion. He said, I don't know how in the hell y'all have done this the last 4 weeks. That's because we didn't have an option. I mean, when we stopped for lunch and everyone's like, well, let's go eat lunch, Randy. I'm like, I can't physically eat lunch. If I do, I'm going to be puking. Alexis said 16, 19, and high. Thank you, Alexis. How was everyone? How was you? Ernest said this man asked his wife, what would you like for your birthday? She told him a divorce. I didn't intend to spend that much. Alexis said car. Squiggly Line said, you must visit the kingdom to experience glory and pride. Yes. Based off of what you said the first time you come in tonight, I'll make it my point just not to visit you. Jane said, hey, Pops.
Hello, Jane. Jane, I want you to know he's been getting on to me for eating these stuff you sent. I want you to know that.
What did I get on to you about?
The dinners?
I did not. I said,
did.
you put a hurt on
You
me.
said you've been hurting on them things. Well, they're here to eat.
Okay,
I
excuse
ain't got
me.
nothing else to eat.
I got nothing else to eat. Whatever.
You got
Alexis
buy
said,
food,
dog.
you don't buy me nothing.
I bought you dude wipes today.
No,
Sam
you bought
said, hey,
you
Jane.
dude what?
Now, I bought it for you because Ryan said you
tried
would
the
be
best
pissed.
as him. Yeah, trying to rage bait me.
No! Me
Yeah.
rage bait you? I would never. Sam said, hey, Jane. Carlos said, hello, Sam. Jane said, hi, Sam. Carlos said, sup, Pops?
Hello, Carlos. And Papa Renzo.
Cootie said, I'll simmer down. Haha, I'm actually pretty fine. Just been working on my hoodie and shorts all day. Oh, I forgot to show you the results of the canvases. Yeah, if you don't mind sharing it with me, I would appreciate it. But
She got mad at me because I screenshotted it. She called me a name.
don't be the name. Beth said, Randy's. Let's not do that. LOL. My bad, Beth. Beth's
That's what I
here.
said, man. Tell him I'm so mad I can't.
Yeah. Jay said, what are you two fighting over? Do I need to send more? That's your call. But those Hornet or Hormat, whatever, completes ready in 60 seconds. The day that it come in, he saw a Salisbury steak one and said, ooh,
It wasn't
I want
Salisbury
one.
steak.
What was it?
It was some meal, but it wasn't Salisbury
Whatever
steak.
the hell it was. He said, ooh, I want that, and went and cooked it. He said, this son of a bitch good.
I ain't eat but two.
So I've just been like Dad said, I do stop and get me food and I forget they're here. So I've not eaten one yet, but that's my own fault.
I don't forget they're here.
Whatever. Matthew said Burger King foot lettuce. Ew. J.A. said, good day, unicorns, lol. Hello, J.A.
Hello, Jay.
Ernest said it's in the 40s UK next week. It's going to get hotter. Well, yeah. Sounds like that's going to be miserable. You be careful. I don't care if it's a hot heat that's dry or wet.
Now remember, if you like summer, you're not supposed to sweat.
Yeah, that's not how biology works. Where the hell's Maria at? Cootie said post it on community. Alright. Let me get to it. Mine. Newest. Will delete. Hold on, let's see. Can I download it? I can't download it, but you know what I can do? I can control print screen. And then go over here to Adobe Express. And I want to make a new picture. A 9x16. Come on. Why are you so slow? There we go. Landscapes, or 16 by 9, excuse me. Right click, paste. There we go. You can delete it now. but I got the screenshot.
I thought you was gonna do it green screen.
I'd have to do it on phone. It's just a race. And can I please ask what kind of camera you are using to do live stream? Because I am in need to buy a new camera. We are using the cell phone.
The cheapest cell phone we got.
Yeah, it was given to us through the Verizon commercial account. It's like what is it? An S20, S22, something like that. Absolute base model type phone. It's not a great phone. I don't think it's a bad phone. But these phones we have, I love them. They have wonderful camera quality, and those are like the S24 Ultras or whatever.
Now I will say that I was using the iPad.
The iPad didn't do worth the crap.
I thought it would help you guys out, and everybody complained about the iPad, so I went back to the phone.
Yep. JH is laughing. Cootie said, but if you want to see the shorts and hoodie results, let me know. Hey, yeah, absolutely. Look, I'm all for it. I like the creativity. I like the artistic stuff. And then Cootie said, I will fight you. Why are you going into friggin' screenshots?
Come on. Woo!
Let me at her. Let me at her.
Hold me back.
You mess with the Cootie, you get the horns. Woo! Moo. Nerd. Oh shit! I'm swimming headed now.
What did you say you was gonna do?
Nerd. Oh my god. Oh god, that hurt. That hurt just a little. Mike said, I know it was before your time, but I think TV dinners have been out since the 1950s.
We used to have a little tray that you put on your lap, little aluminum tray that folded out, and you sit on your lap and you could eat your TV dinner on. I know you remember that, Mike.
Ryan said the S22 is not basic, LOL. It's the A22. It's just a race. Okay, thanks for sharing. We are open books. As long as it's appropriate, we will share with people. Ernest said, I tried to warn my son about Russian roulette, but it went in one ear and out the other.
Damn, it's cold.
Well, it's ICGW. What do you expect? Cootie sent some fencing. Carlos said the stream is grainy, guys. Yeah, the internet's been going wonky for the last little bit. Cootie sent a bunch of bulls and said OMFGGGGGG. 936 said our perspective is the lens in which the view the world. It shapes our attitude, drives our actions. Embracing a perspective in which we grow allows us to overcome challenges and constantly evolve.
Yeah, what he said.
Yep. Cootie said moo. Mike said it's called a TV tray.
Yes.
Yes, I remember those. Cootie, I was trying to imitate a cruise ship horn.
Don't go no farther.
Nope.
Can't tell that one.
That's for the after dark. Oh,
He said he was gonna get me on it before he left.
My God, you got me.
I had to get him on it though.
Daniel said, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Happy
Hello,
Tuesday,
Daniel.
Ryan said, if an immovable object starts falling, does it become an unstoppable force? Fuck yeah, that shit hurts.
Well, if it's an immovable object, it's not gonna fall.
Well, is it falling or is something else moving toward it?
I don't know, but if it's an immovable object, it's not falling.
John said, I have a Samsung S22. Hey, like I said, I like the phone.
It was free when we got our system, how they promised how great everything was going to be. But it don't hold a candle to my, what is it, our
S24 Ultra.
Yeah, I like the Ultra. It's got the pen in it
that we never use.
But I like it. I want the pen.
He just likes having the option. So we'll spend $1,600
But I
on the
want
damn
y'all
phone.
to know, I pulled it out the other day, going to use it because you're supposed to be able to mash the button and it takes a picture and the damn thing wouldn't take a picture. So I don't know if I don't have this thing on. The old one would. Now, for some reason, this one right here wouldn't, and
I've
that
never
made me
heard about
mad.
it.
You mashed the little button on, it's got a little button on it.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think I've ever taken mine out.
Well, it's got a little button on it, mashing it, but it didn't work the other day. I don't know if it's because I dropped the phone or if it just don't do it.
Let's see here. Tyler said the United States flag in the back. Yes, pretty good United States flag.
We support ours.
Yeah, let's see. Hold on. Let's see what Tyler's doing with their channel.
Oh, is he
1
saying
year
something
ago,
negative?
19 subscribers. Hey, I mean, that's more than the average channel. Do you post anything? Yeah, you post recordings of recordings. Oh, you must be. Yeah, you're just recording stuff that's on your iPad. Oh, I get it. Mommy lets you be on your phone for a little while. Okay, I get it. Let's see here. Yep, your mommy must let you be on your phone there. Miller, Palm, Passus, Maurice. Yep, Maurice, 03. I guess mommy lets you have some iPad time. Good job. Jane said, hi, Daniel. Cootie said, you're messing with the bull as you speak. DeRay said, John, you have a Samsung S22. Well, at least your phone is better than mine. You must have an iPhone. I had to say it. Cootie said, immovable object, unless it's a tree. Cough, cough. This hoe! First she talks about me breaking my car, then talks about my wheels not moving. Now she talks about a tree.
I like her.
That's 3 strikes. I'm showing up at Lowe's.
I like her.
Ryan said, imagine a planet the immovable object is resting on opens up a sinkhole under it. Yeah, see, like it's an immovable object, but just all of a sudden the ground collapses.
Then it's not an immovable object. Now it's a
Gravity.
movable object.
Shut the fuck up.
Once it moves, it's now a movable object.
Carlos, I'm watching on a Samsung right now. Cool. Ernest said, priest asking the prisoner in the electric chair any last requests, and says, yes, can you hold my hand? Damn. It's electric. Alexis said, hi, 1323. Hello, Alexis. Cootie said, fight me, Chip. You know, I said I wouldn't mess with the little people anymore. Fuck it. You want to go to Rhode Island?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Y'all got, Texas does where we can have a mutual fight and we don't get arrested. 12 hours and 45 minutes one way.
Oh, hey, we can do that in 10 and a half.
Yep. Northbound and down. Mike said, that's a good one, Ernest. And said, would that be called the electric slide? It's just DeRay said, please subscribe to my channel. I am a small channel trying to grow and will upload more.
I thought we were.
We should
better
be.
be. Oh,
we
no.
are not. What the hell?
I am so sorry. Thank you for letting us know.
Watch this. If anybody's on the computer or is able to click that link, it's just DeRay's channel.
And if anybody in here, if they are subscribed to us and we are not subscribed to y'all, because it's not showing us any new subscribers.
Not in over a month.
Yeah.
Hey, Cootie and DeRay should get along. They both work at Lowe's. Their description is, hey and hi, my name is DeRay. I work at Lowe's. I also love iced coffee and ice skating.
But I don't work in the plumbing department.
Cootie said, excuse me, little people? I'm 4'11", but I will attack the lower torso.
She's the same height as Mama.
She was itty bitty.
I think Mama was 4'11".
I need to stop rage baiting Cootie. She's intoxicated and has sent us $120.
I'm saying you better leave her alone. She's our friend.
All right, Cootie, I apologize. I used to be a foot taller than her. Now I'm about 2 inches shorter.
And I was a foot taller, but now I'm 2 inches shorter. That don't quite.
I got hit with a fucking tree.
Yeah, but if you're a foot taller,
The tree knocked me down.
If I used to be a foot taller, now I'm 2 or 3 inches smaller. That absolutely don't make sense at all.
Makes sense to me.
If you used to be a foot taller and you're not a foot taller anymore, then it's 12 inches.
Carlos, the BRB, you know what time it is with the poop emoji. Make sure you take your dude wipes with extra menthol. I'm going to take that pack home and I'm going to try it. Ernest said, I visited my friend's new apartment. He said, make yourself at home, so I threw him out. I hate visitors. John said Cubs over the Mets 5-0, bottom of the second. Cool. Now you're talking my game, baseball. Mike said, Carlo, are you gonna play the tuba? Cootie said, listen, y'all men be lying about y'all's height all the time. At least y'all have a great personality. Now, if I'm being fair, my license I think says 5'11". I think I'm more around 5'10" now. I am not going to even try to say I'm 6 foot. Ryan said, be a man, R2. Go swipe your bum with the wipes real quick. He has been on me like white on rice to go wipe my ass with these damn dude wipes. And it says, we just want to hear you scream. I said, there's a video of me screaming. Ooh. MT said, howdy folks, how's the Camaro? No, please don't.
Then don't shit on me. You know I damn don't like that.
How's the Camaro doing?
One of them's doing fine.
Which one? Mine's broke. Dad's is doing great.
He broke his on live.
Cootie said men shrink with age. Oh, absolutely. I also have an excuse.
No, men just get smarter. They start bending over.
Yeah. Ryan said, nah, I'm short. We have small wiener. Well, no need for me to lie. Cootie said he's going to have a clean booty hole, that's for sure. Jane said everyone shrinks with age. I tell you what.
Tell me what.
I'll go home some days, and Madison will be in the kitchen or in the living room, so she'll stand up, and I'm like a whole head taller than her. The next day, we're about eye level. I said, what the fuck happened?
I guess one day you're wearing your high heels, the next day you're not.
No. Did you know high heels were originally developed for butchers, men? So whenever they stood on the high heels, they wouldn't get their feet in blood?
I did not.
No, you didn't.
I probably will not remember it. But thank
Jane
you.
said everyone shrinks with age. Yep. Oh, hey, look what I found in the laundry machine today. A pair of Oakleys. Pretty sure they're Justin's, but now they're mine. That means my Oakleys are in Tahoe. This is my case with my GoPro. Jane said I've shrunk 2 inches. Yeah, I told Madison that. She didn't find it funny. Let's see here. Squiggly Line said, you are respectable. Well, hey, I'm glad you're coming around. I appreciate it. Ernest said, what's the worst combination of illnesses? Alzheimer's and diarrhea. You're running somewhere, but you forgot.
I gotta go. Where? I don't know, but I gotta go.
Why are you running? I don't know. Cootie said, listen, Jane, root for me and pretend women don't shrink too. No. Ryan
Tell me
said,
lies, tell me sweet little lies.
Ryan said, anyone ever wonder why women have smaller feet than men? It's an evolutionary adaptation to help them stay closer to the stove.
Hey,
Woo! It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I'm glad I'm about to leave. Jane said, "Hello, sorry, can't help with that, Cootie." Jane said, "Ryan, have you seen Jane after she fell?"
Yeah, she sent me a picture. I hadn't seen her black eye, but
She sent it to me, and I said, "God dang,
I
I'm
know,
always
I
more
ain't seen her
scared of a
black
picture
eye.
of her than the busted up face."
But the,
Y'all want to see Jane?
Man, you don't do that.
Whatever.
If she wanted to do it, she would.
Ryan said, "LOL, I'm sorry, Jane." Cootie said, "Traitor!" And good, because because men suck at cooking.
Whoa!
Ryan said, it was funny though.
Beep, 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 back the truck up.
Cootie has 6,621 XP. Second place is Ryan with 150. And then Little M4 is in third with 149. Holy shit. It's almost like she's giving a lot of damn money. Ryan said it was funny though. Yeah, it was. Ernest said the doctor gave me a year to live, so I shot him. The judge gave me 15 years.
There you go.
Jay said, no!
That's men math right there.
Ryan said, LO Cootie, I'm a bad MFer at Ramen Noodles. Cootie said, LMAO with 3 exclamation points. He said, Ramen Noodles? Pathetic, LMAO. Hey, I make a mean breakfast. Hot dog, cheeseburger, steak, Mexican,
With the last
Japanese.
2 days, I've eaten leftover hamburgers, and I'm gonna tell you something. That chili, after I eat, It burnt the shit out of my mouth. I mean, I
buy the
thought
hot
it wasn't that
breakfast
damn hot when I was eating it, but after I got done,
Jane sliding in at number 19. That's pretty respectable for you, Jane.
she was what, first the other night? What?
Ryan said, heck yeah, you know how hard it is to get them just right? You know shit. Look, the package says 4 minutes to leave it in the microwave for a minute. Cootie said, you're just lucky I don't have more because my Apple account got mad at me. Cootie said, donate.
Well, I got to thinking, if everybody give $1.99 every night, I mean, man, we would have this track going for long.
Well, I did say something earlier about, once we start, like we're building up the account, we've not touched a dime of it. I did say something about, when we start getting to where we want to buy something with the money that's come in from the members and donations, we would like to talk with the members and stuff like that on basically get their opinion on, I want to do this. Is that something y'all would like to see? And if the answer's overwhelmingly no, we figure it out on our own.
Right. I don't want to use the money for nothing that people don't.
I don't
if the people that think we're trying to take money,
No, if people that's paying, especially people like Cootie that's giving money, if they say, yeah, I don't think you should be buying a new door with the money I'm giving, I would rather see you put EFI on a car. Then we'll put EFI on a car.
Cootie won't say that she don't care about the car.
No, she said, I don't give a shit. Whatever you want to fucking do with the car, I don't give a fuck. Hazel said, what's good?
Hello, Hazel.
Another wonderful day in the neighborhood. How about you, Hazel? Why don't you be my neighbor? Jane said, hi, Hazel. John said, Adam and Eve were the first humans. Agreed. Ryan said, Amanda just did some shit. She ate a bowl of cereal, but it was mini Nella wafers. Cool. Jane said, it's your money.
Yeah, but this is
that we might be in a different mindset than other people, but it's one of those things that it's like if somebody, we're not begging for money or anything like that, but if you give somebody money and then you watch them walk to the store and they go buy a bottle of liquor, how are you gonna feel? Like I'm talking about, like these people needed money, you gave money and they go buy a bottle of liquor. How are you gonna feel? Or if they take the money and they go buy something that could potentially better them, I would feel a lot better about that than them going to buy something like liquor or cigarettes if they needed money that bad.
Well, I don't know if he told y'all or not, but we were sitting here. Was it yesterday that lady came up here?
Yeah, we were sitting here yesterday before the live.
And the cameras went off. And I said, well, somebody's here at the front door. So I opened the door here and walked out.
Good night, Ryan. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
See you, Ryan. And I stuck my head out the window and I didn't see a car. Well, I looked over, there was a lady bent over unhooking her water hose.
Yep.
So I walked over to her, I said, can I help you? And she said, well, I was wanting to get some water. I said, why are you unhooking my water hose? She said, well, I didn't want to run it all through the water hose. I said, well, I got it hooked up to run it through the water hose. I said, just turn it on. Well, she put the water hose back on and I turned it on and she was like, she done like that. And I said, you want to wash your hands or you want water to drink? She said, no, I want to drink it. I'm thirsty. I said, oh, the hell with that. Hold on, I'll get you a water. I get you ICGW. And I walked in there. I mean, you could tell she was walking the street. I walked there and got her 2 waters. I thought, man, I told her, I said, you really shouldn't walk up on people's place and start getting stuff
unhooking my damn
asking.
water hose.
I said, that get your ass shot.
Yeah, I definitely get your ass whooped. You start coming up unhooking my water hose and all. That definitely gets your ass whooped. Woman or man, these hands are rated E for everyone. Okay. Let's see. You are right here where Hazel said, that's right, Jane, and then Cootie says, IGGAF. Does it look like I give a fuck?
Alright, here we go.
Hey everybody, thank y'all for coming in. Again, Cootie, thank you very much. And if I start to show up at your place of employment, don't worry, I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to be there.
Mike says I don't see any numbers except on Cootie.
Really?
Ryan's got number 2.
Yeah, number 3 I think's Alexis.
Right. Jane said mini vanilla wafers cereal, question mark.
I just realized the shoes that I have on are 11s. I bought 10 and a halves.
Oh shit.
Like I told them, they were $10. I'll go back tomorrow if these don't fit right tonight. I'll go back tomorrow and I'll buy an 11. They were only 10.
They don't fit you. I wear
Well,
10
yeah.
and a half, so.
That you can have a pair to wear around here, and you can have a pair to wear at nice places.
Cootie said, but I'd be nice to be able to have a grill out with you and my man talking cars and such. That would be cool.
You never know, we might make it
You
happen.
never know, we could.
Love you, man.
Love you, be careful. Ryan said, well, y'all look, I gotta run. Have a good night. R3, drive safe, brother. I know you already probably done gone, Ryan. See ya. Ryan said, night, everyone. Jane said, Cootie, every Sunday pops down and see them. Jane said, take care, Ryan. Ernest said, the difference between a bad golfer and a bad skydiver. Bad golfer gets whacked, whack, damn it, and skydiver goes, damn it, whack. Mike says, night, Ryan. Alexis said, hi. Cootie said, coward. Lex says 5 and 25. Carlos says, I'm back, y'all. Later, R3. Cootie says, sounds like you got to break him in, Chip. Alex says 6, 26, cat, and car. I got 9 and 26. Boy, he really didn't do good today. He must have been on some trolls. We only got 26 likes. Alex said car again. Uh-oh, Alexis is stuttering. Uh-oh. Looks like well, now my phone's not showing it blurred like that. It's on the video, it's on the computer, it's showing blurred. Cootie said, I was going to show the results of the shorts and hoodie, but I don't know. I'm still not finished. So that's entirely up to you, Cootie. Jane said, Pops over and give Mac a like. I think Randy did. He's got it pulled up right here. He did. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll jump in there and I don't know if he said anything or not, but all right, there we go. Yeah, I don't know if he spoke, but I know he gave him a like, but I did speak. Alex said, dog. James says, are you seeing them, Cootie? James said, sewing? Are you sewing them, Cootie? Not seeing. John said, bye. See you, John. Thanks for coming in. We love to see everybody come in here. Alex said, 12. Amber said, hey, cuties. Hello, Amber. Jane said, bye, John. And Alex says, 13. Ernest says, I remember the last words my grandfather uttered before he died. Are you still holding? Jane said, hey, Amber. And Amber says, how are y'all? I'm doing great. I hope you are. Alex said, 27. Amber said, hi, Jane. John said, bye to Randy. Boston Bill said, hi, Pops. Hello, Boston Bill. Amber says, I'm good. Carlos says, hello, Amber, sweetheart. And waves. Amber said, good. Cootie said, no, Jane, I bought a pair of blank black shorts for Hobby Lobby, stretch them out and filled the designs with fabric and paint and puffy fabric paint. Amber says, hey, Carlo. Boston Bill said, hi, chat. Y'all have a great night. See you, Boston Bill. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it. Or being in. I don't know how long you've been in. Ernest said, it's getting late here in Liverpool, so I'm leaving. Take care, guys. See you, Ernest. I love the jokes. Thank you for stopping in. Alexa said yes, and Jane said bye, Bill. And Jane said take care, Ernest. Jane said, Cootie, I can't picture what you're trying to do. Alexa says, 10. Yeah, it kind of went over my head, but I don't know exactly. I'll wait for the pictures. Alexa said, Q, 27. Ernest said, and you, Jane, much love. Cootie says, I don't know if Chip told you, but I got the hitman today. No, he did not tell me. What's the hitman? Hey everybody, here's Dumbass. My name is Sarah and I eat poop. Well, hello, Dumbass. Or should I say WWE Dumbass? Is it hyphen? Is WWE before Dumbass or after Dumbass? How do you want it? Man, Randy leaves, y'all quit talking. What in the world? Seven people, 27 thumbs up. Barbie's waving. Hello, Barbie. My schedule's been crazy. I haven't been able to pop into your live lately. I apologize. Alexa said yes, and Dumbass said, read the rest of the message the way I wrote it. Okay, let me back up here and let me read it. It says, my name is Sarah. I eat poop. Did I stutter? Alexa says cat. Jane says hello, Barbie. Barbie said good morning, host. Well, good morning to you too, Barbie. Alexa says 10. Barbie says it's okay. Thumbs up and waves and says hi, Jane. Doctor Not So Happy said, Pops, every time I drive my car, my tires always be touching the asphalt. How do I stop that? Go faster. Alexa said 11. 29. Cootie said, posted in community for Jane, Pops, and Chip. See, does he have it out? See if I can. I'm not good like Randy is. I will probably mess it up here and do something stupid. Is that shorts? Cootie Queen, I like that. Is that shorts? I know you said shorts, but I couldn't really see it good enough to see that. But I saw Cootie Queen. That's cool. Barbie said, Cootie Queen hi, and Jane said, well, don't take it down yet, lol. Cootie said, hello, Barbie, and yes, shorts and a zip-up hoodie. Okay, that was what was throwing me off, both of them. Hello? What'd you do? You left your lunchbox? Yeah, if I don't forget it. All right. Love you, bye. Randy bought him a brand new cooler back there and put it on the couch, and there it sits, and he can't pack his lunch now. Mike said, we had an animal that ate poop. We put him down. Just joking. Alexis said yes, and Jane said, oh, that's cool. Goody. Sorry about that. That was the north side camera. That normally it don't go off unless somebody's over there, and it was a rabbit. Robbie says shout out to all from Philippines. Philippines love America, and we love the Philippines. Thank you, Barbie. Jane said, Cootie, how did you paint that? Do you airbrush? Cootie said, leaving your lunchbox, skill issue, and thank you, Jane. I have very, very bad art. Very, very bad art blocks. So any art I do, take time to make it great. And Jane, no, I do not airbrush, just trace the outline with. Jane said, cool. Cootie left us. Did she? Lexus said, 1429. My friend said you guys should autograph that chair and do a giveaway. If I thought it would do something for somebody, I would. I mean, I don't mind doing the giveaways, but I don't think we got enough following to be doing that right now, but I'm hoping it does pick up. Cootie said fabric paint and then trace with off paint puffy. Barbie said, Cootie and Jane, where are y'all from? Or are you from? Barbie, Jane is from Ohio, right here with us in North Carolina. In the United States, and Cootie is in Rhode Island. Jane said, Cootie, you should practice airbrush and do the Randy's cars. I always liked to airbrush, and I wished I had some talent. I'd like to do the airbrushing. Barbie said, oh, okay. Lotus says, can you give away a boat to me? Might not be one you want, but Jane said, hey, Lotus. Lotus said, hey, Jane, Cootie, Long, and Barbie. 9 people in here, 30 thumbs up. Jane said, Barbie, I'm 8 hours by car from Never Done Projects. Cootie said, did you see the canvas I did for them? I'm very good with shading, never done airbrushing though. I mainly practice traditional realism. I got to see the measurements on it. If it measures pretty dang close, it's probably going to go right there where you see Goat Raiders, and I'll do something different. With the Goat Raiders, I'll move some stuff around. Barbie said, okay, Jane. And Jane said, is canvas in community? It was. She took it off. She don't mind showing her stuff, but she'll take it off real quick. Delete. JH said, Pops and everyone, make sure to check out the community tab tonight. Just put a video in there from someone else, but the clip shows a Lexus LS400 trying to jump. I'll check it out after. We'll see. You talking about your community? Barbie said, Lotus, hi. And Cootie said, it was before I deleted it. LMAO. Oh. Jane said, isn't see it? No, she deleted it. Jane said, hi, JH. Cootie said, I'll post it one more time, Jane. And just leave it up. And Jade says, no, your community. I just did it not? Why did it not, it's not showing, Jake. It just shows it's not my video. It show a video. Jane said, didn't see it. Damn phone. Jay said, I can put it in mine if you want. That's up to you. It just didn't come up on my our community page unless I'm doing something wrong. Where you put it's not my video, that come up, but the video itself didn't show up. Cootie said, my font style is very hard to read, but I post it anyway. Again, I post it again, Jane. Cootie said, does say never done projects. Never done projects. Jay said, there should be a link in there to the video, but maybe I will look again. Let me click back over here again. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yep, there it is. Well, now that's showing Alexis trying the suspension out, and then a Porsche. There it goes. Cool. I got it. I figured it out. Jay said it. I just read it. Jay said the law is funny. Yes. Jane said, cool, very cool. Lotus said, Cootie, that did turn out pretty cool. Yeah, I think it looks good. Well, people in there, 32 thumbs up. Jane said, it almost looks like alligator's skin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know how my little paint job is going to turn out on the boat. It was awful windy. I got to go paint the where the gauges go. I'm going to paint that orange and see how that looks on the black. maybe I do that part. It depends. We got some rain today. It's the reason I didn't run the skid steer, and I'm needing some fuel. So I didn't run the skid steer today. Let's see. Jane said, or one of those lizard guys. Goody said, thank you, Lotus. And Jane, I've been doing art since I was 6 years old. I mainly do realistic horror icons with pencil and paper, but rarely do font. But I'm good at it. I'm good at any font style, to be honest. Well, that is awesome. Jane said, what did you paint? Jane said, Cootie, you need to tag trains, LOL. I tell y'all, I caught two guys painting the train cars. They tried to run from me. I wasn't chasing down. I was just going down the track. I thought they were going to kill themselves trying to climb the bank. And I rolled my window down. And I said, man, y'all ain't got to run. I said, I'm not going to do anything to you. I don't care if you paint every damn train car out here. Guy looks at me and says, really? I said, man, I ain't going to do nothing to you. Y'all going to get hurt trying to get away. They just kind of stopped and kind of slid back down the hill a little bit and stood there like to see if I was going to jump out and try to get them. I told them, have a good day and be careful, and I drove on. Alexa said 9, said hi, and 32. James said, I think tag trains look nice. When they do that graffiti, and it's that real big block style, that is awesome. I would love for somebody to do that to the side of the building, block the those big block letters like they do on the train, and make it do say never done projects with some type of graffiti on it. I think that if I could get the side of the building done, that would be cool. Cootie said, Jane, I've painted a lot, but Bella Lotus, whatever, to art the clown, Frankenstein and such, and LMAO, that would be a hell of a job. I do suffer from massive art block. Jane said, better than the old rusty cars. Yes. But like I said, a lot of them, if they would turn that into a job or something, they're damn good at it. I just hate that they're out there blowing their life away on the railroad. Cootie said, I can do block style. That's easy, but I'm not experienced with spray cans, just acrylic. Believe me, if you were closer, I would pay you to do the building if you could do it, because I think that is awesome. Jane said, Cootie, I paint some and do other art, but right now I carve wood, LOL. Madison can really draw good. She's a good artist. Chris said, what's up, old timer? How it been? Hands low and down to the left. It's actually been going awesome. Hope it is for you too. Jane said, hi, Chris. 12, 32. Cootie said, I would love to work with wood, just need to get my hands on some good quality wood and wood chippers. Cootie said, whittlers. Chris said, just maintaining, keeping these old bones oiled up. I understand. Believe me, I understand. Thought about start putting WD-40 on my joints. Alexis said, hi. Hello, Alexis, again. Jane says, I hand carve and Dremel carve. Alexa said 10. 32. Lotus said, I have some good wood hidden away, but you can't have them. Over here at the lake, there's a place that, it catches all the driftwood. If anybody wanted driftwood to do art and stuff with, that would be the place to go. I mean, it has, the bigger part of the cove is full of just driftwood, where it's the way it come in, it comes in there and just, it can't go nowhere. Like said 12, 32. Jane said, I only hand carve when my hands aren't killing me. Lotus said, cherry, maple, oak, and some heart of purple. Cootie said, Jane, but that's the thing with my art block. If things don't turn out the way I want them, I get pissed off. Have to learn to control. Jane said, Lotus, I just need a little bit of wood. Lotus said, my boss is a wood hoarder. Cootie said, Lotus, I work at Lowe's. I don't need your wood. Jane said, Pops, it's illegal to take driftwood out of the lake in Ohio. Oh, really? I don't think it's illegal here, but I could be wrong. That's kind of weird. Seemed like they'd want to get rid of it so people don't hit it with their boats. Lotus said, Lowe's sucks. Cootie said, really, Jane? That's crazy. And Lotus, you're a mom. I don't know why Lotus says Lowe's sucks. I mean, you want a piece of wood to go over the arch of a Mexican house? There's where you get your wood. It curves right along. Jane said, when I come down, we need to get some for me. That we could probably try to figure something out. Lotus said, I can't help it. Lowe's sucks. That's the way I feel about Home Depot. When I go to Home Depot, I do not like their service, and I just haven't had good experience at Home Depot. I don't like going to it. Cootie said, Lotus just wants to be a hagger. Lotus, every single time I go to Lowe's, they don't have what I need. Cootie said, hater. Oh, okay, sorry. Lotus like to muck with people sometimes. I think he really likes it. Cootie said, come to Plumbing Pops. I may not know what the freak I'm talking about, but I'll try to be my best. Well, that's the part of the thing about it. As long as somebody's trying to get help, trying to do something to help you, it's a lot better than when you walk in and the people just ignore you. I can't stand that. Jane said, I like customer service more at Lowe's. That's what I'm talking about. I don't like Home Depot at all. And I don't go to Lowe's much. Lotus said, Home Depot members if I have to. I don't have one of them. Jane asked me the other day if I have one. Menards. Is that how you say it? Menards. I said it wrong the other day. It just when you put it down there, I think I've heard of it, but I don't think we got one here. If we do, I've never seen it. Cootie said, no, I love helping customers until they need information on professional copper plumbing. Then I'll be like, show me a picture of the situation. I've learned enough to know what you might need. Lotuses are Menards. Menards. Is that not what I said? Menards? Never mind, it's me, sorry. Jane said we have Lowe's and Menards in town. Home Depot is 11 minutes from me. Cootie said, Mahoe Mioe. It translated it to my little one today. Ten people in here, 32 thumbs up. We got about 28 more minutes. Cootie said, that's not at all what I said. I know that when I hover over it, it tells me Mihoy, Mahoe Minoi. I'm sure I'm doing that wrong too. Lowe's said, Ron Swanson didn't buy lumber from Lowe's. Alexis said 9, high, and 32. Cootie said Ron Saul. Jane said, who is Ron Salson? Cootie said Salson is the ship. Swanson. Lotus said Ron Swanson is the god of carpentry. Jason, never heard of him.
Me neither.
Me neither, Jane. Me neither. Cootie said, but LMAO, I see your point. They are fairly better, but y'all got to think about the customer service. Just kidding. Haven't worked there long enough to determine. I'd rather go to Lowe's. Now, if I'm going to go to Lowe's or Home Depot, I'm going to Lowe's. A lot of times, matter of fact, if I go to High Point, Home Depot is before I get to Lowe's, and I'll go right past Home Depot and go straight to Lowe's. Jane said, me too, Pops. Lotus said he is a character from the show Parks and Recs. Never seen that, to be honest with you. I don't do much shows. I don't like shows. I sat down the other day and watched a movie. What was the name of the movie? Can't think of the name of it now. Where a woman was climbing a mountain and her husband or boyfriend ended up falling, and then she went somewhere else and were hunting her down. I thought it was kind of stupid, but I went ahead and watched it all the way to the end. Jane said, Pops, how far are you from Charleston? 3 hours, I believe. Oh, Jane said Charlotte. Charlotte, I'm right around an hour from Charlotte. Cootie said, I just know that I'm great with customer service. I try to defer the customer that despite me having piercings and horns, I still am super friendly and try my best. Well, that's good. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but your piercings and horns shouldn't change how you are to people. Now, other people may change their way because they don't understand what you're doing or why you're doing it. But again, you probably look at something they do and can't figure it out. Like, I may look at you and say something, I don't understand it, and you may look at me and say, I don't understand why he's got 23 cars sitting in that shop. That's stupid. Everybody does their own little thing. Everybody's different. If we were all the same, we'd be damn boring people. Jane said, I have a hard time looking at face tattoos. Other than that, have at it. See, I've had my vision changed on tattoos over the years. I used to think that there's no way, and I didn't like them. I still don't really. I don't know that I would ever get one, but I do have two ideas. If I ever got a tattoo, I know what I would get. But I don't hold it against people that have them. I don't understand people that have them on their face and stuff. But again, like I just said, everybody's different. Goody said, it had deterred people before, but I've only got insulted once. It was an old lady that said, and she said, now, what the F convinced you to get those? I smiled at her and told her I had a great day. I told her to have a great day. You should have just looked at her and said, well, I saw an old lady. Just reminds me a lot of you, that face just got all wrinkled up, and I figured I would give somebody something to look at other than all the damn wrinkles. Because evidently that hateful face of yours stuck. Lex said 10, high 32. Jake said some of the communities, some of the comments from that video are like, did that car just F and jump? Had me rolling in the floor, like, make sure to show that to Randy. I'll tell you. And that one car, it just looked like it bunny hopped over it, like a bicycle. Jane said, Lord, I might be that little old lady that says, now, what the fuck convinced you to get those? But bust out laughing. Lotus said, should have told her the devil made me do it. Yeah. Tell him the devil made me do it. And Reaper said, I'm coming to see you. You're next. Jay said, that's how unicorns jump. And Jay said, her antics made her do it. Yeah, I don't know how I would handle that, especially if I'm at my job. Jane said, I'm going to sign off, guys. Take care. I'll see you, Jane. Thanks for coming in. Take care. Lotus said, good night, Jane. 10 people, 32 thumbs up, 19 more minutes. If it don't pick up, I might do it too. I kind of feel dumb just sitting there looking at the screen. And I know before Lotus asked, I can't even think of a story to tell. Lotus said, Randy, story time. Jackass. Lotus said, Lord. Lotus said, there once was a man from Nantucket. He had a bucket and he said, Lotus said, oh wait, I can't tell that one. Yeah, we had to add the rule of no inappropriate conduct. Somebody went off a little bit on the deep end. Trying to think here, what could I? Yeah, I don't know. Drawing a blank. Lotus said, what, somebody went too far here? Yeah, the other night somebody carried some stuff a little too far, and I got a couple phone calls and messages after the live that a couple people wasn't too happy about it, so I kind of had to change something. In the land of the gay bearded homosexuals, I think that guy's cool. Hey, I think he first come in to be a troll, and then it just stuck. He come in and kept saying it. It's pretty cool. Did y'all notice that when Sarah came in and I asked him about WWE, Sarah never come back? I'm about sure Sarah's WWE. Carlo says, I'm back, y'all. Hello, Carlo. Welcome back. Lotus said, sup, Carlo. Carlo said, Lotus, sup. He says, sup, Carlo. Lotus, I'm sorry. Lotus said, how's things down under? Well, I believe it's going to kind of play out here. There's no sense of us sitting there looking at each other being a little crazy. I understand everybody's got a lot going on. I believe I'll just Carlos said, a bit shiny Lotus had my depot injection on Monday feeling a little bit crabby. Alexa said hi and 10, and Cootie said coward. I'm not going to sit there and look at myself. I look stupid as it is without talking. Lotus said they suck, man, take her easy. Lotus said, Alexa said 32, and Jess, yes. Lotus said, tell a good story. I wish I could think of one. I can't never think of one when I need to. Cootie said, what? The fish nugget? Nuggets. Carlos said, thank you, Lotus. Lotus said, instead of running away. Well, I ain't running away, just nobody gonna talk. AJ says, no, you're going offline. I missed today's stream. Lotus said, Cootie gave $100. She got 15 minutes left. Lex said 32. Cootie said, my phone died and now you're leaving early, jerk. Well, now, if you're going to hang around, I'll just let the song play out and we'll keep talking. I'll keep talking if y'all going to talk, but I'm not going to sit here and look at myself as everybody's looking at me looking stupid. AJ says, real quick, what gum is that? Icebreakers. Cootie said, yeah, it sounds about I don't know what that word's supposed to be. Alexa says 10, 32. Lotus said talk. All right, here we go. Cootie said right. Cootie said not ICGW, question mark. AJ says I like the purple one. To me, the purple runs out of flavor. This cinnamon still burns for a little while longer. That's the only reason it seems to last longer. The cinnamon does. Kind of like Big Red. Big Red is very tangy to my mouth, you know, but it burns, but it lasts longer. But that's the reason I like the cinnamon. I only chew it to get clean my teeth out where they're broke. And like right now, I was kind of dry, mouth dry, so I was drinking water in this. Cootie said, what kind of sneeze was that? A bashful one. I didn't want to sneeze into the fan and get it back all over me. Alex says 8:32. Lotus said, how's your boat doing? Damn it. Matter of fact, I was supposed to tell Randy to order some more parts this afternoon. I do have a few parts back here. That's what I was doing out there on the boat. I was painting the where the gauge cluster goes. I'm wanting the whole thing up there where the steering wheel is. I want it all black. But just to see what it looked like on the front, I painted the front face plate black, and I'll put everything back on and see how I like that. That way, if I don't like the way it's going to be, I don't have a lot to sand off. But I got that done, and now I got to paint the gauge cluster orange to go on it. That way, it's black and orange. But man, I got the gas out of the boat because it was old gas. It's over 2 years old, so I got all the old gas out, and I'm going to fill it back up with some good gas, high octane, and then I'm going to try to put it in the water this weekend to see if it's going to run. Alexa said 10 and 32. Cootie said, what did you have for dinner, Pops? I have not eaten yet. I don't know if I'll eat beefaroni or one of these meals that Jane sent. I don't want to eat a hamburger because that's what I'm eating for lunch. The hamburgers Randy cooked, and I don't want to eat them for lunch and supper, so or dinner, whatever you call it. But I will probably going to end up being beefaroni and a bowl of ice cream, more likely. Cootie said, a bashful one, judging. AJ said, how was your day today? It was a long day. I got started this morning. I punched in at 5:30 so I could go do storm runs. So I went from here to High Point, which is 30 minutes, and went from High Point to Winston, which is about 30 minutes. And then I had to travel the track and go from Winston to High Rock, which is right at an hour. And then I had to go from High Rock all the way down to Wadesboro, which is another hour. So I've been all over today, and it was a long day of driving. And then, of course, this afternoon I was in a couple storms, but I'm not complaining. There wasn't much physical work except the couple trees that I had to cut up because the storm knocked them down. AJ says, what's for lunch? Like I said, I'll probably do beefaroni. Carlos says, Lotus, I'll see if I can get Safa to do an unboxing vid of the MUGEN SEIKI MT12 engine. Otherwise, I'll be a Voner vid run in tank on ground. Cooter said, I just like how as soon as I left, chat went cold like I fight you all, but thank you, Lotus, for reminding me of the money I put into the stream, LMAO. Well, like I said, I don't mind going the whole 2 hours, but if I'm just going to sit here and look at myself, I think it looks stupid, and nobody's talking, and I don't mind at all, but if anybody else come in, they're going to wonder why I'm just looking at myself. But no, if y'all going to talk, I'll ride it out, because I really enjoy talking to y'all. Lotus said, second running of Pope's Peak, Pope's Pike, Pike's Boats.
Lotus said, you're welcome. I didn't forget you give money. I just, wasn't nobody saying nothing. Carlos said, yep, Lotus, but the Kaiso this time SH12. Lotus says, I have to watch Carlos' video to find out. Goody said, beefaroni, burr. Yeah, I'm out of meals, and Randy got a little, not hateful, but he said something about me eating these things Jane sent. So I don't want to be pissed at him eat one before I eat any more. That way he can have his pick of something. Goody said, if you ever come down, I'll make beefaroni from scratch for you. None of that Chef Boyardee crap, canned crap. I don't think I've ever had it cooked like that, but okay. Lotus said, I've got 2 nitro boats and a gas boat ready to put, but haven't had time. Carlos said, work in Lotus. Work, said Lotus. Cootie said, I'll be making my boyfriend's bread pudding later, and Pops, that's when you talk in depth about stories or your day, heifer. Well, that's what I was just telling Lotus. When it comes like that, I draw a blank, and I can't think of anything that I want to talk about, or a story I want to tell. It's just like it blocks out, and I can't think of one. Carlos said, you always got the weekend, Lotus. AJ says, I see you share at the screen. I see you staring at the screen. Yeah. Lotus said, it's like Pikes Peak, but slower and not as tall. AJ said, enjoy. Lotus said, I've been stuck working on the weekends. Alexis 11 and 33. Lotus says, I have the 4th of July party this weekend. So I got to get my boat ready because the 4th's around the corner, and I want to go live and let y'all see the fireworks. I think y'all would like that. AJ says, yeah, I do heavy door dashing on the weekend. Lotus said, my buddy says he has 10,000 worth of fireworks cakes. Carlos said, oh, that sucks, man. Oh, that'd be sick. Lotus said, so there might be a firework video this weekend. Cool. Carlos said, cool, Lotus. AJ said, I thought the Wisconsin fireworks were a lot of money. I think fireworks cost quite a bit of money if you do the big ones. Cootie said, you get better, start making interesting points in your day that differ. Hell, even your railroad job seems fantastic. Well, I hate talking about the railroad. I don't even want to talk about it when I'm there, much less here with all y'all. I just soon not talk about work. AJ says, like the best. Lotus said, fireworks cost a lot. But now I will say this. I've been to several fireworks shows. That Cletus puts on at the end of his race is one of the best fireworks shows I've ever seen. He really puts the money into that. AJ says, I like the ones where you put on the ground. I know it's a little dangerous, but I like to see the guys tape them on the front of their motorcycle and then ride on the back wheel and they pop off going down the road. I know it's dangerous, but I think it's cool. Hey, Lotus said, you still haven't stole me some thermite. We don't have it. We don't have it there. We call a contractor in that comes in and does it. We don't have it. We used to have boxes of it for the contractor, but I never, we don't have it there. Cootie said, but I got to realize I like learning. I am very hands-on, and even if you talk about cars and take time to make a stream about repairs in which you explain what you're doing, what each thing does, I'll appreciate it. I've been trying to get better. Me and Randy, I've talked to Randy about it. We've been trying to do that a little bit better. Lotus says, I have one real M80 left. I'm going to scare the shit out of the whole party. Carlos says, anyway, guys got to run. Soft is visiting soon. Y'all have a great evening. See you, Carlo. Thank you for coming in. AJ says, I'm not allowed to have a lighter. The They think I am going to burn my ass. Ha ha. Lotus said later, Carlo. Cootie said AJ is a pathetic canyon is lower. Carlos said, see ya, Lotus. Lotus said, I've been a psycho since birth. Cootie said, pathic canyon. Question mark. AJ says, only during the 4th of July. Cootie said, pyroman, what or hell? Lotus says, pyro. Cootie's laughing. Lotus said, a person who sets things on fire. I thought it was called an arsenic. Lotus said, hey, you can't play the song you get on us. This time it's for real. Last time it got all y'all talking, didn't it? Y'all thought I was signing off. Y'all jumped right back on her and started talking. Pyro man EK. Pyromini. Yeah, what she said. See you in the next video. Cootie's a coward. That's not fair, Cootie. You're not a coward. I think you're doing good. Lotus said, Cootie, give him another 100. AJ says, well, looks like Randy's leaving us. Lotus said, we ran out of time. Cootie said, I think my apple will get mad. Well, I mean, we've already been 2 hours and just about 4 minutes. Cootie said, that pops, how dare you? Hey, one thing's for sure, I'll be back tomorrow. Lotus said, put another quarter in the machine. Hey, y'all have a good day, good night whenever you're watching this. And remember, keep it silly. Thank y'all.